So this last type of factoring has quite a few steps in it, and I understand that that can make it intimidating. But I want to show you that the individual steps really are not that hard, and that pretty much you've already done all of the individual steps before. So let me begin by reminding you that you already have learned how to factor binomials and trinomials. Binomials have two terms, and in binomials, remember, we're just taking out the largest factors that both terms have in common. Then when we did trinomials, which have three terms, of course, what we did was we multiplied the first coefficient by the last. We got 32. We wrote out all the different ways you can multiply to get 32. And then we selected the one that you can add to get the middle number, in this case 12. So as I say, this last topic is just going to combine these two methods together. What's different about it is, for the first time, we have a coefficient in front of the x squared that is not 1. So we multiply the first number times the last number, we get 32. And we'll write out all the ways to get 32. There's, of course, 1 times 32. And let's not forget the negatives. And 2 times 16. And the negatives. And let's see, 3 doesn't go into 32, but 4 does. And the negatives. Okay. So now we look at the center number just like before, and we ask which one of all of these adds up to the middle number, the 12. And here it is. But what we do now is a little bit different. Whereas before we would just write x plus 4, x plus 8. Because this number here in front of the x squared is not 1, there's an extra 2 steps involved. And that's what I'm going to teach you now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break up the 12x into the two parts that it adds up into. 4x plus 8x. So I've just rewritten this, but broken the 12x up into 4x plus 8x. Now I do what I usually do for binomials. I take these two terms and I find out what the biggest thing they have in common is. They have a 2 and an x. And what's left is an x plus 2. Then I do the same thing on this side. I take these two terms and I write out the biggest thing they have in common. They have an 8. What's left is an x plus 2. All right, now we're ready for the final step. You notice that both of these expressions have x plus 2's in them. 2x is multiplied by it, and 8 is also multiplied by it. And so what we're going to do to get to the last step is we're going to take the 2x and the 8. Since they're both multiplied by x plus 2, and we'll just write that they're both multiplied by x plus 2. That's it. I understand that there's a lot going on there. So let me do another one. Show you the same thing. 5x squared plus 27x plus 10. Okay, 5 times 10, well, that's 50. And it's a fairly large number, but we can write the factors. 1 and 50. Negative 1, negative 50. 2 and 25. Negative 2, negative 25. And what else? 3 doesn't work, 4 doesn't work, 5 works. 5 times 10. And negative 5 times negative 10. I think that's everything. Now, which one of those adds up to 27? It's this one. So we write 5x squared plus, and we just break this up, the 27x, into the two pieces. 2x plus 25x plus 10. That's sort of the end of the trinomial part, what we've learned before. Now we switch to the binomial part. We take these first two terms, and we ask what the biggest thing they have in common is. Well, all that they have in common is an x. So we write 5x plus 2. What about these two terms? Well, they have a 5 in common. So we write 5x plus 2. Notice what's interesting is that they both have a 5x plus 2 in them. So our last step, since both of these things are multiplied by 5x plus 2, is I write x plus 5 times 5x plus 2. That's it.